Corn has exploded higher plus 6.18% to $438.25, a historic single-session move that demands your attention. In this video we break down what is driving this and what it means. Welcome to MTRS_Market Pulse. It is Wednesday, July 1st, and this is your complete global market briefing. Caution prevails across asset classes. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. Let us start with a quick look at how the major global markets are positioned today. Starting with the major global indices. S&P 500 is trading higher by plus 0.79%, at $7,499.36. Equity markets are responding to reports that S&P 500, NASDAQ register best quarter since 2020 despite Iran war. NASDAQ 100 is up plus 1.68%, trading at $30,276. Investor sentiment is being shaped by TSMC versus Nvidia. Which RE semiconductor stock should you buy in July? Yahoo Finance Australia. Dow Jones ticked up plus 0.26% to $52,319. Equity markets are responding to reports that S&P 500, NASDAQ close lower on tech weakness but recover after hours on strong Micron earnings, Moo, Avgo, Google in focus, StockTwits. DAX ticked up plus 0.34% to $25,081. This comes as S&P 500, NASDAQ register best quarter since 2020 despite Iran war, adding pressure to energy markets. FTSE 100 is trading lower by minus 0.23%, at $10,472. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. Now let us turn to some of the biggest names in global equities. Samsung plunged minus 5.84% to $314,500 in a significant session. The HBM supply competition with SK Hynix is the defining story. Samsung needs to close the yield gap to win hyperscaler HBM contracts. Consumer DRAM pricing is recovering as inventory normalizes. Watch for any Nvidia or Google qualification update on Samsung HBM. ASML surged plus 5.65% to $1,989.44 in a significant session. High-NA EUV shipments are the growth engine. Demand from TSMC, Samsung, and Intel for the most advanced nodes is exceptional. The backlog visibility is multi-year. China export restriction risk is the key overhang. Any news on high-NA throughput improvements would be a catalyst. TSMC made a dramatic move today, surged plus 4.94% to $477.57. N2 node ramp is the most important near-term catalyst. Demand from Apple, Nvidia, and AMD exceeds current capacity. The geopolitical Taiwan risk is the permanent discount the stock will carry, but the fundamental earnings power is exceptional. Arizona fab progress and U.S. CHIPS Act subsidy clarity are the structural positives. Rocket Lab made a dramatic move today, surged plus 3.71% to $101.65. Government launch contracts with the US DoD provide baseline revenue visibility. The Electron rocket utilization rate is the near-term earnings driver. Any contract win announcement or NASA mission assignment would be a meaningful positive catalyst for the stock. Now let us dig into the macro picture driving these moves. On the geopolitical front, this comes as S&P 500, NASDAQ register best quarter since 2020 despite Iran war, adding pressure to energy markets. This is adding a risk premium across energy markets and supporting safe haven demand. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. Rate expectations remain the single most powerful macro driver for equities and currencies right now. Equity markets are responding to reports that S&P 500, NASDAQ close lower on tech weakness but recover after hours on strong Micron earnings, Moo, Avgo, Google in focus, StockTwits. Turning to commodities. Brent crude dipped to $72.20 per barrel, down 0.99% on the session. The move follows reports that core differences between West Texas Intermediate, WTI, and Brent crude and the effect of the Iran war. Energynow.com. WTI crude dipped to $68.77 per barrel, down 1.05% on the session. The move follows reports that core differences between West Texas Intermediate, WTI, and Brent crude and the effect of the Iran war. EnergyNow.com. Natural gas dipped to $3.24, down 1.07% on the session. This comes as S&P 500, NASDAQ register best quarter since 2020 despite Iran war, adding pressure to energy markets. Gold dipped to $3,998.40 per troy ounce, down 0.61% on the session. Safe haven demand is being supported by reports that gold slips as US-Iran tensions spark inflation, rate hike fears. Let us give you our near-term view on corn. From a momentum perspective, the next key resistance for corn sits around $464.55. A sustained break above that level could attract further institutional buying. The main risk to the upside scenario is a shift in macro conditions or central bank tone. This is our analytical view, always do your own research. In the currency markets, Euro to US dollar is at 1.14, losing 0.27% on the day. Pound sterling to US dollar is at 1.32, losing 0.05% on the day. US dollar to Japanese yen is at 162.74, gaining 0.5% on the day. The move in the dollar reflects reports that gold's safe haven status is fading. Oil, the Fed and the dollar are driving the decline. Moneycontrol.com. Before we wrap up, here is your watch list for the sessions ahead. Keep a close eye on central bank speakers and rate commentary, and key economic data releases. Any one of these could be the catalyst that defines the next major directional move. Thousands of investors rely on our daily briefings to cut through the noise. If you are finding value here, please like this video and subscribe. It directly helps us keep producing this content every day. Leave a comment with your market view. We feature the sharpest takes in future videos. Thanks for watching MTRS_Market Pulse. Nothing here constitutes financial advice. Please conduct your own due diligence. Good luck in the markets, and we will see you in the next video. That is your full global market briefing from MTRS_Market Pulse. Subscribe and turn on notifications for daily updates.